Is it? I take it we can tell which one's the silent one and which one's not.
Yeah, that's the mute one that nodded at you.
Okay, so the talkative one's over by the tree doing something.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll just shout out morning to the guys, or morning to the other one, whichever one was out first.
He turns and gives a wave.
Mhm.
So morning.
What are you doing?
Warning.
Just putting a warning down.
Fair enough.
What is that for the monster under the mountain?
He goes, yeah, just etching, saying this is a safe place to camp.
Ah, fair.
And he gets back to whittling the wood away.
Shall we start taking down the tents then, guys, to help out? Because they did loan it us, so the least we could do is help them out, put everything back.
Yeah.
You give him a hand.
Guys, I
give
know
him
it's
a hand.
morning, but come on.
It is early. I had no breakfast yet.
Where's the bacon?
Oh, really?
The Ratmen, when you ask about bacon, they go, unfortunately, we don't really have any food to share.
That's
No, because they're rats.
Do we have another wagon on our cart?
What?
Do we have any? Do we bring any on our cart?
I'm going to assume you brought enough food for your trip. So you probably... this is me making assumptions, but I assume you brought enough food for the trip, so you probably have some food.
I'm
It's
assuming
Patreon, of course we did.
We'd
Yeah,
rob some of that then. We'd raid the cart.
it would have been the one that went shopping with him. Every single time he goes to another shop, it's like bacon.
Yep.
Put bacon in there. Okay, got bacon. Okay. The next.
Like me with rum.
Yeah.
Exactly
If
what
you get some food out, the non-mute Ratman will say, is there any chance you could spare any of that for us? We're quite hungry.
Yeah.
I suppose so.
He goes,
Sorry,
cheers.
nearly choked on my swig of rum. You've just given away food.
They gave us food. They
say
gave us food.
They haven't any food to share, and then they ask us for our food.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah.
They gave us food last time.
Yeah, they gave you food last night.
Last
Food
night,
must be
yeah.
really low for them.
I mean, they did let us borrow one of the tents as well.
More Pope. Yeah.
I did give them 2 bottles of rum as well.
Do you want some friends, Ratman?
And some nightly company.
Jimmy,
Ratmen
Get rid of your
friends.
friends.
They can go forage for your food.
Are you getting rid of your friends?
No.
He's trying to sell them again.
Just be
Oh
racist.
no, they're listening, aren't they? I forgot.
Oh, God.
I'm going to treat that as in character. It's like,
Oh, God,
know what you want to help these Ratmen friends that you hear from your pack.
Okay.
Shut up.
I just called you noble and you sound just shut up. Okay.
He's blatantly just said that with a mouthful of food.
Yeah.
I'm eating.
There you go.
I'm eating my
It's in
breakfast.
Okay, we'll start helping to take down the tent.
You see the Ratman who's the mute Ratman is helping you pack away, whilst the other one is continuing to draw some markings on trees.
Okay.
Uh,
Can I go over at some point to see if he needs a hand with anything?
the one drawing on the trees.
Yeah.
He seems relatively capable of doing it himself. But
I know, but like 2 people instead of 1 will get it done quicker, you know.
if you ask him that, he'll say, "Do you know this symbology?" And he points at 2 of the symbols he's drawn on the previous tree.
What symbols do they look like?
Can I roll a check?
I can draw some for you.
Jimmy immediately,
if you-
can I roll a check?
If we come to this bottom bit here, you looking at me?
Sure. Yep.
One looks like that.
It's pie.
Yep. And the other one looks like that.
Naughts and crosses.
Noughts and crosses, yeah.
With an added little bit.
Have we
That's
seen
a
this
squiggle.
somewhere before?
Noughts and crosses,
seen
ugly stepsister.
These symbols before.
No, but like
you've seen
similar.
You've seen one similar symbol in the past.
I can't remember what it was.
It's not exactly like that.
Is this from that cave?
Oh.
There was a symbol in the cave.
I know, but
what
was
shape
it was it very similar to this
It
one?
wasn't that one.
It wasn't that one.
You know what? Make sure you take notes, people who've now brought notepads.
Yeah.
But the one in the cave looked like that.
Oh yeah, I remember now.
So
I've doodled it now.
So he goes, do you understand this symbology? I thought it was only a Ratman thing. Maybe the Kenkos know as well.
I don't think I personally do, but I've sort of seen something very similar.
He goes, it's a way we have of coding
Okay.
our messages. It's quite simple in the basics, but understanding how things work after that is quite complex.
Okay.
The
Maybe
way
I'll
it
learn
works,
something. Hey?
because the way it works is purely that it's the amount of lines that intersect other lines.
Okay.
That's all that matters. So he says, so this symbol is exactly the same as that, for example.
Right. So it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter of the shape. It just matters about.
Two lines are intersecting that line.
Right.
What they do again? Protection, are they?
No, they're messages.
Yeah, they're just messages. So this literally means safe and camp.
Can I draw the one from the
this
cave, like not on the tree or anything like that, just on the ground? Can I draw
you
that?
get a stick
one?
out and you draw in the
Yeah.
dirt.
Have you ever seen one like this?
He looks at it and goes, I've never seen any exactly like that, but I can guess its meaning.
Would you mind if you told me?
It's a symbol of power. It represents an all-powerful being.
Interesting.
Samson, I didn't realise you'd gone in the cave before us.
Don't worry me, I'm jotting stuff down in my book.
Not like your character would be in real life. Like, oh shit, let's get this stuff down.
Yeah, well, I'm just making a quick note in my book. Don't worry about me.
Yeah.
I don't even have a notepad.
I did recommend.
Your one job.
Fucking half a job.
You guys, as you can see, the ideas behind stuff are pretty simple, but it gets pretty complex
Yeah.
as things go on.
Yeah. Do you like constantly use different styles of shapes, like regardless of like how many times it interjects or so? So this one would be, you wouldn't always use this one for the same thing.
I wouldn't always. I tend to use the same ones when I do it, but when I see other people do it, they have their own variations. It's kind of as if it's like your own signature on your writing. Everyone has their own kind of style.
Oh, I see. That's interesting.
So not only can you kind of tell what the message is, you can kind of tell who wrote it if you're familiar with them.
Yeah. Huh. It'd be interesting to learn this at some point, I think.
Okay, I'm just gonna get a pen.
He's found paper. Now he needs a pen.
It's just the back of an envelope, don't worry about it.
That's what it normally is, yeah.
At this point, the Ratman's finished packing up.
Yeah.
Let's get.
Okay.
So,
Would I be able to sort of emulate this kind of thing?
You could emulate. You know the words for. If you can remember it, you can remember safe and you can remember camp. But you've got to remember they will not be in this kind of orientation. Maybe in the future.
Well, no, because it doesn't matter about the orientation. All it matters is about the lines that interject. So as long as the lines interject at some point.
So literally, as long as one line has two lines going through it, and that one has two lines with two lines going through it, and another line going through one of those two lines.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah. As you said, the idea is simple to grasp, but in practicality, it's awkward. It takes a while to learn.
Okay, I'm drawing them now.
It would be interesting to learn.
So that
I'm interested in other writings and other languages. So
I can give you some basics.
yeah, if you wouldn't mind. But like, we'll get this. We'll get the markings sorted first, and then we'll do that because that seems more important.
Okay, because if you feel confident doing these two, maybe come up with your own signature as well, so people know your own way of drawing them.
So the other one's power. This one.
He says he wasn't sure, but it probably
That
represents a kind of true power, a greater power.
Yeah, that was his interpretation of it, wasn't it?
Yeah.
We got on the road then, lads.
Yep.
I'm ready whenever else is ready.
I'm ready. Right, lads, thank you for the hospitality.
It's been good.
There you go. Thank you for the food.
Welcome.
Hopefully we'll meet again in the future, but statistically unlikely.
Unfortunately, yes, but good journey to you.
Yeah, good journey to you.
Right then, I guess we're heading off towards.
Yeah,
Back
they
then.
laid all their stuff on their backs, taking about 50% each, and begin on their way. You notice they don't actually travel along the road; they travel parallel to the road, but a fair distance out.
He's going on.
Let's go to
He's
Selgort.
going. He's going. Matrin's going.
You remembered.
I read it down, mate.
So yeah, you'll want to go there.
Yeah.
So you carry on the road to I think it's Selgart. I wrote it down as well. Yeah, Selgart, however you want to pronounce it. It's a local pronunciation.
Yeah.
Oh, see how that fits.
You carry on to Selgart. Your journey being rather tedious from this point onwards. There's no real, nothing else of real interest that happens on your time. I'm guessing Ed's drinking.
When's he not drinking?
Yeah, exactly. Unless stated otherwise, Ed is drinking. Baracus, I should say. Sorry.
No, I mean it applies to me as well.
So you make your way down the road. It gets relatively more hilly as you get further on. Eventually, it becomes a kind of like you're in a valley surrounded by mountains either side of you.
Ooh, interesting.
This path like forging the way through.
Oh, right, so literally the distance from
Do
from
we-
wall to wall is
Do we take it in turns, riding like directing the horses?
I mean, it's up to you guys.
It's never been stated.
It's
has
never
it?
been discussed. Yeah. Who wants to? Yeah. Who wants to be?
I don't.
Well, I know where I'm
going.
going, so.
I'm
That's
too
true.
intoxicated, officer.
The three of us will rotate then.
When he's
Yeah,
drunk.
okay.
Don't drink and drive, kids.
That works.
Ed just singing drinking songs in the back
Yep.
whilst the three of you rotate.
I'm the entertainer.
Can somebody slap him, please? Get on my nerves.
There's
so the-
58 barrels of dwarven ale on the wall.
It don't even have a loop.
Yeah, barrels of ale.
So the path's only like wall to wall of the valley. Is that what we're saying?
It's like there's a fair gap between the two. It's like a relatively wide valley, but it's just you can see If you look to the left, you can see a mountain. If you look to the right, you can see a mountain.
Okay.
But those are quite far apart.
Right.
You lived here, Patron. You lived here. This is boring.
It's a dragon new any.
As you
You're
As
a
you make
dragon, Patron.
as you make your way further down, eventually you begin to see life. You can see the precipice of a town.
Woohoo.
even from a distance, you notice that there's hangings coming from street lights.
When you say hangings, do you mean like people?
I mean, like banners.
Royalty.
I was really worried. I was like, you said hangings, and I was like, hangings?
We're now
that's the first.
entering the land of royalty, I'm guessing.
Mm-hmm.
No, just the celebrations.
Nobleism.
They are of actually varying colour. They're green and they're purple.
Really varying.
Yeah, but there's two colours, slightly varying. As you get close to the town, there's quite a hustle and bustle about. It's quite busy, and people seem quite high energy here. They seem to be of good spirits.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
I'm assuming Patron's taken charge of the cart to navigate the more intricate parts of the town to get.
Yes, I'd say that's probably a wise move. Although technically I could as
where are we
well.
Hey there.
Follow me to smell of bacon.
Following the smell of bacon.
Stop at the corner shop, get some more bacon. Yeah.
They
Corner
go.
shop.
It's the good stuff around here.
As you make your way around,
I want to hear that interaction the next time, I'll tell you.
The corner shop.
we can do it. We can definitely do it.
Yeah.
If you want it, I'm ready for that.
Go on.
Let's do
Go on
it.
then, Patrick. You've gone in to get bacon.
I don't need bacon, I'm going home. There's plenty of bacon there. I'll be on the way
What
back.
a cop-out.
That'd be on the way back.
What a cop-out.
Yeah, that is quite a cop out, but it's fine. Can you just give me one moment, please? Sorry. Cheers. Mum trying to be stealthy in the background, but making a lot of noise.
Dun, 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 dun.
Yeah, as she's playing that theme song.
So, you make it on the way.
Yeah.
As you make it through this kind of winding town,
Yep.
you make your way. As you go more in, also higher up, you can notice yourself elevating yourself, and you feel that the areas are getting richer as you get higher up. You can see like more noble-looking people around as you get higher and higher.
They're dragons. How do they look more noble?
They're actually all humans.
They're all humans.
What?
What?
Patron's
Oh,
part of
so
the
he's
human
saying
family,
that the
but-
humans are owned by the lizard people. Ah.
Oh, here we go.
Here we
That's,
go.
that's exactly not what he's saying. He's
Oh.
saying that,
Exactly what he's saying.
saying that the village and his parents, for example, are humans.
His
so
parents are humans.
I believe so.
Nah, that
He's a
can't be right. That can't be right.
Well, no, not his
Oh,
real,
no,
not his
wait,
real
wait, wait, I'm
parents.
being
Not his
stupid.
real parents.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
So, you do notice like the occasional dwarf and the occasional like half elf or high elf, but mostly is
No
95% human.
Damn.
As you make your way higher up, Patron,
Mhm.
eventually you pull outside the gate of your estate.
Reloading.
Warm home.
He sounds so happy. Yeah.
Everyone else, you see this kind of large wall
Yep.
with this double gate made of metal,
Right.
which is actually currently open.
Mhm.
And you can see a kind of long path towards a large mansion.
The hell are we doing here?
I'm home.
I feel out of place.
Oh no, this is bad. This is
I
very,
did
very
not.
bad.
I weren't expecting anything less, to be honest.
Oh, here we go. The all-seeing, all-knowing.
To be fair, with how he
No,
was introduced when people were
noble
pandering him with
families.
wine and stuff.
He's not going to live in a shack, is he?
All true.
Look at him. There's no defense of that comment.
Yeah,
is there?
apparently he's not defending himself at all. He's
He
just
doesn't
taking
care.
the abuse.
He's
I'm
drunk now,
expecting
isn't he?
a
Yeah,
100-acre
drunk.
pig farm somewhere as well.
That's fair.
Hey, farmers can be rich.
I'm not drunk. I'm
Yeah,
merry.
well. How many bottles have you drunk now?
3.
Don't let Baracus near the rum
I've only
cellar.
had 2. We're good.
You gave way too.
Or any cellar for that matter.
You had one in the pub, so you got what, like 4 left?
That was a
got
different
plenty.
bowl.